We're going to start our lesson today on December 1st about context clues. Today our skill will be apply background knowledge and use surrounding. Today our skill will be apply background knowledge and use surrounding words to determine the meaning of an unknown word or phrase. Today as we use this skill, we will look at a text and we will try to figure out the meaning of an unknown word. We can use our background knowledge, we can use pictures, or we can use other words that surround it to help us determine the meaning. We have talked about types of clues that are in texts. Here are 5 types of context clues that you should become familiar with. Sometimes in a text, they define what a word means. That's called a definition clue. Sometimes they give an example of what the word means. That's called an example clue. An inference clue is when you have to make your best guess about what the word probably means. A synonym clue is when they give a synonym or a word that means about the same to help us understand the new word. An antonym clue is similar, but instead of giving a similar word, they give us a word that means the opposite so that we can understand the new word. Today we're going to listen to a story so that we can practice context clues. This is called The Journey. The Journey by Francesca Sana. I live with my family in a city close to the sea. Every summer, we used to spend many weekends at the beach, but we never go there anymore. Because last year, our lives changed forever. The war began. Every day, bad things started happening around us, and soon there was nothing but chaos. And one day, the war took my father. Since that day, everything has become darker, and my mother has become more and more worried. The other day, one of my mother's friends told her that many people are leaving. They are trying to escape to another country, a country far away with high mountains. What is this place? We ask our mother. It is a safe place, she tells us. And where is this place? We ask again. She shows us pictures of strange cities, strange forests, and strange animals until she finally sighs. We will go there and not be frightened anymore. We don't want to leave, but our mother tells us it will be a great adventure. We put everything we have in suitcases and say goodbye to everyone we know. We leave at night to avoid being seen and keep moving for many days. The further we go, the more we leave behind. We finally arrive at the border. It is an enormous wall, and we must climb over it. But, oh no! You are not allowed to cross the border. Go back! Shouts an angry guard. We have nowhere to go, and we are very tired. In the darkness, the noises of the forest scare me. But Mother is with us, and she is never scared. We close our eyes and finally fall asleep. Shouting wakes us up. It's the guards. They are looking for us and we must hide. Quick, this way, whispers our mother. We run and run until a man we have never seen before appears. Mother gives him some money, and he takes us over the border. It is dark, and nobody sees us. Our journey is not over yet, our mother tells us. The sea stretches far and wide ahead of us, and we must cross it. How will this be possible? We have boarded a ferry with so many people. There is not much space, and it rains every day. But we tell each other stories, tales of terrible and dangerous monsters that hide beneath our boat, ready to gobble us up if the boat capsizes. The boat rocks and rocks as the waves grow bigger and bigger. It feels like the sea will never end. We tell each other new stories, stories about the land we are heading to, where the big green forests are filled with kind fairies that dance and give us magic spells to end the war. As the sun rises, we see land for the first time in days. The boat rocks silently to shore. Our mother tells us we are very lucky to still be together. Is this the place where we will be safe? We ask. It is close, she says with a tired smile. We travel for more days and more nights, crossing many borders. From the train, I look up to the birds that seem to be following us. They are migrating just like us, and their journey is very long too, but they don't have to cross any borders. I hope one day, like these birds, we will find a new home, a home where we can be safe and begin our. All right, so we have just listened to a story, and in that story, there might be some words that you didn't know or that I didn't know. This happens to us all the time when we are reading. We come across a word and we don't know what it means. Well, we're going to take an example from this book called The Journey. We're going to watch this example together and think about how can we figure out the meaning of a word we don't know.
You have just listened to the story called The Journey. Let's practice using context clues to figure out the meaning of an unknown word from the story called The Journey. This page from the text says, "The other day, one of my mother's friends told her that many people are leaving. They are trying to escape to another country, a country far away with high mountains." The word we're looking at today is escape. I need to determine the meaning of this word using context clues. This is an example of an inference clue. That means the word's definition is not explained in the text. I have to look for clues that surround the word to help me understand the meaning. I notice in the text it says the friend told her mother that many people are leaving. So I know that people are leaving, so I can infer that escape means to leave. I think escape means to leave. How did I know this? What clues did I see in the context of the story? Well, I saw the words that said people are leaving. And I noticed a picture. This illustration helped me Think about the meaning of the word escape. These people look like they're leaving with all of their belongings. I have just shown you how you can use words and pictures to determine the meaning of an unknown word. Today, your task is determining the meaning of unknown words using your context clues. Today, we will use the text called La Frontera, which is on Epic. On the slides, you will be given a word, and your job is to write what you think it means and then explain what clues did you use in the text. If you used words or pictures, you need to write what clues helped you figure out the meaning of the word.
On Seesaw today, after you listen to the whole story, you have 3 slides where you're going to practice context clues. These are pictures and words taken from Epic. So after you read the whole book, you will do these 3 slides to practice determining the meaning of an unknown word. So let's look at slide 3 together. The word is right here. And if you look over at the text, you will see it over here and you will see the word highlighted. Your job is to write what you think the word means and then tell me what clues did you use. Were there other words that helped you figure out the meaning? Or were there other pictures that helped you figure out the meaning? You need to tell me what clues you used that helped you. You have 3 slides to do, 3 different words. The first one is separate. The next word is current. And the last word is embraced. 3 words for you to try to determine what they probably mean. When you are done, you're going to reflect on how successful you feel with today's skill. Do you feel like you could teach somebody else? Do you still need some practice? Or do you feel like you are totally lost and you definitely need teacher help? That's what you're going to work on today during your task completion time.